swingometer and not be good at conducting. It's a very simple book, this.
Classical music has always been a huge inspiration to me. I mean, I've always loved listening to it since my grandmother had this pile of 78s.
And when you get to a piece that just makes your balls tingle, that's the moment at which you go, "Rumph, really bring it up, boys."
I can feel music in here, but I've no idea how to read it or sort of memorise it and interpret it to an orchestra. So I've no idea what's going to happen. Oh, no baton. Never mind, no baton. Oh, yes, I'm blind. I'm blind and deaf, so you can relax. Is it really true that when I sort of do that, don't do it yet, you're going to actually play? No, you're going to play, it's wonderful. Anyway, Prokofiev, everybody. Are you ready? Prokofiev. The thing is, I just hope that some of the excitement and enthusiasm that I have for the music in here will sort of somehow translate itself to the orchestra. But I have no idea what's going to happen.
He does his 2 and 3 really fast.
Very well. I mean, it's very strange, isn't it? I mean, I seem to be completely out of time with them. Very strange.
Peter struggled to keep the beat, but how will actress and cake maker Jane Asher get on?
It's easy. An orange and nut pudding, warming in case it's still a little bit chilly.
I grew up in a pretty musical household. I learnt piano, as did my brother and sister. I wish I'd kept it up. My memories of piano are, oh my God, I haven't done my practice. And you knew you'd be found out. My mother was an oboist, and she played with all the great orchestras and under all the great conductors, from Beecham to Barbarolli to Sargent, and in fact knew Vaughan Williams quite well.
It helps to be connected. Jane's friends with Joanna Lumley, who just so happens to be married to a conductor, Stephen Barlow.
That's the one. Well, honestly, I have a feeling you, by just playing...
It might come back.
Yeah, absolutely. You are not expected to be reading individual lines when you conduct.
So you kind of know when the whatevers are coming in without really looking at the score.
And I reckon that part of it is exactly the same as being in a big play.
Everything in acting is very much under time pressure, as in so many jobs. So I don't feel as if I'll mind too much about working under pressure. Although, having said that, of course, there's just so much to learn.
God, you're so brave. Do you know that?
I knew you'd say that.
You're going to stand in front of a symphony orchestra. It's just astonishing. You're going to give them the downbeat, darling. It's going to go.
Stress in my case is a really good thing. I think I need stress to function. I need that intensity and pressure, I think, to give of my best. Ask me again in a few weeks' time, and I may be just sort of lying in a puddle of depressed hopelessness in a corner and say it was all too much.
Jane is good. But even she makes mistakes.
Is there a bit more? Sorry about that. Right.
They've already asked me. They said, when Jane drops out, can you go, oh, I've said it. I shouldn't have said that. First one to be voted out. How was I to know? Anyway.
She begged me, Jake, can I do this, please?
You can dub in something later here.
From one comedian to another.
Have you ever noticed when people stop laughing, they always go, oh dear. They do that.
It's actor Bradley Walsh.
Righto, girls. Knickers down. Let's chat. All right, good luck. It's, what is it? Prokofiev, which is nearly 84 points across a treble score in Scrabble. So, people who have seen me on Coronation Street will probably think, what the heck is Bradley Walsh doing, learning to conduct an orchestra? Yeah, OK. It was a chance, maybe a chance to conduct an orchestra at the last night of the proms. If you're into classical music, don't get much better than that. Starts to peel. It's almost like being in love. What does a conductor do? What does a conductor do? It's jazz. This is Baz.
Hi.
Hi.
Showbiz.
Hi. That he does. Baz does all my music. Because our stuff's much, much different. What does a conductor do? Now that's a question that's been, it's a good question. It's something I've wanted to do. You know how much I love music. I'm a big jazz fan anyway, but I also love classics.
The different thing is, invariably, with the classical music, most of the players will have played the piece before.
But maybe maybe... And I'll tell you what I did in the car. So I was listening to some music in the car, and I was doing this. And I was going, I'm pretty sure this is all you've got to do. And he went, hang on, it's your right hand you must use, not your left hand. So I started, because I'm left-handed. And the conductor gives it that little bit, brings it out a bit more. Like, can point to the strings. Come on, liven up. By the way, I'm left-handed, so everyone swap over. So, that's pretty much what a conductor does. I think I'm going to get killed. All right, here we go, everyone.
Underestimate him at your peril, because I think that there's a lot more to Bradley. Sometimes people think, he's cheeky chappy. All right, sounds sweet as a nut. Don't let that fool you.
Well, Bradley's got a better idea what a conductor does. But what about TV cop, singer and all-round heartthrob David Soul?
Oh, come on. It's a robbery. It's not worth getting killed over. You know what I mean?
Don't give up on us, baby. We're still worth.
Let's see how far we get. I have no idea at this point. I'm just eager to try to learn. I'm sure I'll get frustrated. I'm sure I will.
Is it?
I grew up in Berlin, and this was in the late, 1949 to 56, when really the greatest gift, because nobody had any money then, nobody had anything then. I mean, they were still pulling themselves out of the rubble of the Second World War. But what they did have was music.